So who do you think is gonna die in Naruto? So things are heating up, and I kind of wanted to give my predictions on who do I think will die in Naruto for the rest of the series, pretty much. Whether it be good guys, bad guys, you know, just overall who's going to bite the big one. Not many people have died in the war per se, but there will definitely be big deaths towards the end of the series because almost any popular shonen eventually has big characters die. Even Inuyasha had characters die, alright? Let's get started. Out of the Kage, based on what's going on right now, I definitely see Tsunade dying because if you know the state she's in, then she's pretty messed up, along with the other Kages. But Gaara won't die because he's been through already too much, resurrected and everything. If he dies, then everything that he went through at this point would be for nothing because he died, came back, all the, you know, bonds and learning and growing as a character would be wasted if he was to die again. Wouldn't mind if the Raikage died. I don't think he's gonna die just because they put him as a natural born leader and he's good at that, and I could see him having a character development instead of actually dying, like maybe be less pig-headed in a way and less you know, against working together and probably growing as a person and not just being always against everything. So the Raikage I don't see dying. Mizukage I don't see dying because, I mean, I just don't see it. Same thing with the Tsuchikage because he's already survived death way too many times. At this point it would be moot to kill him because the impact is already gone. Maybe he'll die of old age, but at this point I don't even see him dying. And that's pretty much it as far as the Kages go. Then out of the other characters, for the most part, the Konoha 11 and a couple other ones, one character I can possibly see dying is Hinata. Now, for me, it's either Hinata or Sakura, and this is why. I know people are saying, no, neither one of them are gonna die, and to be honest with you, I don't want Hinata to die. I will say it right now that if I had a choice to put Naruto with either Hinata or Sakura, it would be Hinata, because I always see if the girl wants him and the other girl don't want him, then he should go with the girl that wants him and not keep busting his ass at the end of the day, because Hinata's wanted him since day one. But I kind of foresee, like, because Kishimoto been going back and forth between the two, but I kind of foresee in a way Hinata dying, which would leave an opening for him to be with Sakura. So it's a give and a take, but to be honest with you, I could see Hinata dying with Kishimoto throwing the purpose of, okay, now Naruto can be with Sakura, and, you know, that'll cut off that line. At the same time, I could also see Sakura dying, leaving it with Hinata, but I don't think Kishimoto will kill her off just because he's lasted this long with her. She was one of the original 3 main characters, so for some reason I personally see Hinata dying over Sakura. Not that I want her to, because for me, I'd rather Sakura die than Hinata. Just saying. Next up, I could possibly see Guy Sensei going 8 gates and dying after that, because based on some stuff that's happened recently in the manga, they need a taijutsu master to go up against Madara. For a long time, a lot of people have said they can see Guy in any particular fight that, like, you know, a big one, going 8 gates, and that'll be the end of him and he'll die. And the older generation I can more so see dying than the younger ones, because the older ones, it's always been they'll die and then they'll pass on their will to the younger ones. So I can definitely see Guy Sensei dying, and that'll make Lee grow as a character as well, and also just everybody's been expecting it for a while. It's just a matter of when, what battle, where, and, you know, how long. So yeah, Guy Sensei could possibly bite the big one. Now this one is a tricky one because I could see 2 outcomes for Kakashi. I could see Kakashi living on and possibly being the next Hokage, because, you know, although Naruto is kind of, you know, there to become Hokage, he still doesn't have the leadership skills. So Kakashi, it's a toss-up with him. I could either see him living out of this one, you know, surviving it and going on to, you know, live a happy life after all the misery he's been through, or see him dying there. You know, this was the end after all the pain. He finally gets to rest in peace. So it's a give and a take with Kakashi. More so leaning on him surviving, because he already died once against pain and was resurrected. So I kind of more so foresee him living, but there's a possibility of him dying as well. Definitely Obito and Madara will die. Obito will probably die at Madara's hands after a betrayal. I can see that happening. Of course, Kishimoto could throw a curveball, but I definitely foresee Obito dying, you know, towards the end of this arc. Same thing with Madara. Obviously, he's the big villain. He won't survive this time. Madara will bite the big one. It's just a matter of when and how. Rock Lee. Now, to be honest with you, it's also another one of those iffy situations. He's had a lot of character development. You know, part 1, after being crippled for most of the series, he finally got back on his feet, and it would be a shame for him to die. But I think there's a possibility that Lee can die in this particular battle. Similar to Guy, a lot of people say maybe he'll go 8 gates and that'll be the end of him, but I I kind of more so see him living than dying, but I think there's a possibility of Lee going 8 gates and, just showing his way of ninja. He's one of the greatest taijutsu ninja of all time without using any ninjutsu. Another one is Tenten. Now, Tenten, there's no really particular reason that I would see her dying other than it would give her a purpose in the series. No offense to all the Tenten fans out there, all 2 of you, but let's be honest, her dying would be the biggest thing she's done in the entire series. Now, Shino is kind of up the same alley, I would say, as far as Tenten goes, that he's never really had a big purpose, but it would more so be impactful as Shino did because nobody's ever remembered his name. Even Naruto was like, wait, who are you again? So him losing his life in this battle would actually be like, oh, I remember him now. That was Shino. He was epic. He died in that battle trying to defend Konoha. So that's the only particular reason why I could see possibly Shino dying. Other than that, it's, iffy whether he died. I don't really see any other reason other than that it would be memorable and that would be like, oh wow, Shino was a legend. And last but not least, I could possibly see Darui dying in this particular battle. He's always been the right hand to the Raikage, so he would give his life in a heartbeat, and I could possibly see him dying as well. And that's pretty much it. For the most part, those are the shinobi that I could possibly see dying. Naruto, Sasuke, the bigger dogs is a possibility. We really won't know until the end because it's hard to predict. But these particular shinobis, those are the reason why I would say any of them would die. Some of them is, a lot less likely, but there are some that are pretty high, such as Guy Sensei. I could definitely see him being up there as far as a candidate to die, and Tsunade as well. But let me know what you think. Who do you think will die in the rest of Naruto series? Who's going to lose their life fighting or just, for whatever situation in this series. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you can't wait to see how some of these people are going to hopefully courageously lose their life and not in any pitiful ways, because there will definitely be death, because like I said, even series like Inuyasha, any series you can name, there's always been at least 1 or 2 notable deaths towards the end, and I could foresee quite a bit depending on how Kishimoto really wants to write this. I'm World, and as always people, have an awesome day.